Good afternoon, Dr. Banduras. Great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Hello, Dr. Dewan.
So I think I'm ready. I have all the documents open on my screen.
Wonderful.
And Phil, I think you're ready, and you'll be sharing screen at some point, I'm assuming, to go through the PowerPoint and the like.
That's correct, Dr. Dewan.
Okay. All right, then I'm ready.
Good to go. Okay.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. I want to call to order the Opportunity Youth Academy Board meeting of June 10th, 2021. My name is Dr. Mary Ann Dewan. I'm the County Superintendent of Schools and the Opportunity Youth Academy Board member. I'd like to start with roll call by acknowledging that I am present here for today's meeting. Next, I'd like to move to adopt the agenda for today's meeting. I will accept the agenda and begin with a statement. On behalf of the Opportunity Youth Academy Board, thank you for joining for this virtual board meeting. I appreciate everyone's continued support and flexibility as we continue to manage the COVID-19 pandemic. The Opportunity Youth Academy Board is continuing to operate in accordance with state and county public health officials' response to the COVID-19 virus situation by conducting these board meetings via video conference. While the community is viewing remotely, there are still opportunities for public comment. If you would like to make a public comment on an agenda item of your choice, comments must be submitted online. And we can put in the chat the link for that, and I will also read it out. tinyurl.com/public-comment-6-10-2021. And again, I will post that in the chat if I'm not sure who will be able to see it, but in the event that someone needs to see it as well. Director Morales, at this time I'd like to ask, are there any public comments for today's meeting? Item 2, public comments.
Let me look, Dr. Dewan. There are no public comments at this time.
Okay, thank you. So next we're going to go into the public hearing on the Opportunity Youth Academy's Local Control Accountability Plan. The California Education Code, EC 43509, Section B, Part 4, requires school districts and county offices to hold a public hearing to solicit recommendations and comments of members of the public regarding the descriptions and expenditures proposed in the Local Control Accountability Plan. The meeting for the adoption of the Local Control Accountability Plan shall be held after, but not on the same day as the public hearing. The Opportunity Youth Academy Board will now conduct a public hearing on the 2021-22 Learning Continuity and Attendance Plan that the Opportunity Youth Academy will submit to the California Department of Education. This would be for the Local Control Accountability Plan. And Director Morales, I'd like to ask you to present an overview of the 2021-22 LCAP.
Thank you, Dr. Dewan. I'm just going to share my screen here. I think it is up, and let me go into presentation mode. Wonderful. A good evening, Dr. Dewan, staff, and members of the public. This evening, I will be presenting our annual update for our 2019-2020 LCAP. our 2020-21 Learning Continuity and Attendance Plan, also known as the LCP, and our 2021-22 Learning Local Control Accountability Plan, also known as the LCAP. This slide shows the 8 state priorities that all school districts must address in their local control accountability plan. In the next several slides, I will be reviewing our LCAP. The LCAP template includes the budget overview for parents, which is presented as a cover to the plan. This year, the LCAP template is a bit unique as we have to provide an annual update for our 2019-2020 LCAP and our 2020-21 LCP. Our goals and actions and services must be addressed in the annual update as to whether we met our goals or fell short during the year. The next section is our LCAP plan summary, which will be covered in more detail in the coming slides. Stakeholder engagement is the next section, followed by our goals and action services for the 2021-22 school year. Our LCAP addresses the increased and improved services for our students who are foster youth, low income, and/or English learners. The next slides will address these sections in more detail. As part of the LCAP process, the annual budget overview for parents is required, and the purpose of this document is to help parents understand their local control funding formula, also known as the LCFF, and LCAP budget. The budget overview for parents contains charts and narratives designed to show the amount of funds a local education agency expects to receive and how much the LEA plans to spend overall, what the LEA budgeted to spend in the prior year on the LCAP to increase or improve services for high-need students, and what the LEA actually spent. The budget overview for parents is designed to be presented as a cover to the LEA's annual LCAP. Our LCAP and Learning Continuity and Attendance Plan annual updates give us the opportunity to analyze our goals and actions. And through this process, we identified successes and focus areas throughout the last 2 years. Successes that I would like to highlight include increased capacity for students in use of technology tools to assist in distance learning, increased support in mental health services for students, parents, and staff, and a sustained student enrollment and engagement. Focus areas that were identified centered on parent engagement and community outreach, graduation rates, college and career readiness, and English learner progress. OIA showed growth on the 2019 CA Accountability Dashboard in the areas of graduation rates, suspension rates, and in English learner progress. The continued areas of emphasis going forward will be the college and career readiness, graduation rates, English learner proficiencies, and math and reading proficiency. The LCAP template includes a plan summary that illustrates the major components of the plan in a concise manner. Within the summary, the different areas of the LCAP are addressed, which provides the reader with information on the accomplishments and areas of continued focus and growth in the coming school year. The summary describes for stakeholders the essence of the LCAP and details our successes and progress on the state priorities and local measures. Throughout the 2021 school year, we engaged stakeholders to provide feedback on our goals, actions, and services. And the LCAP was discussed at 2 governance council meetings, school site council meetings, English language advisory committee meetings, staff meetings, parent meetings, and the annual LCAP survey, which was completed by students, parents, and staff members. Additionally, our LCAP was reviewed by Shelley Oda, Director of Southeast Special Education Local Plan Area, also known as the SELPA, and by Chris Izar, the Director of Santa Clara County Office of Education, Continuous Improvement and Accountability Department. Our stakeholders have provided clear feedback that the goals targeted in our LCAP continue to be relevant and challenging. Our goals, which will be discussed in detail next, provide the best educational opportunities for all our students. Goal 1 ensures that students are provided a well-rounded academic program which leads to high school graduation and prepared for college and career. Goal 1 addresses the basic academic needs of all students and also specifies services to support and assess the needs of students who receive English learner services, students with disabilities, low-income students, and foster youth. And Goal 1 addresses support for staff collaboration on best teaching practices and implementation of academic programming, as well as additional coaching and training for teaching and learning. Goal 2 ensures that English learners are provided well-rounded academic program, which leads to high levels of academic language and achievements at all levels of English proficiency. And Goal 2 addresses the basic academic needs and literacy for students who receive English learner services. Goal 2 provides support for staff collaboration on best teaching practices and implementation of academic programming, as well as additional coaching and support for teaching and learning. Goal 3 ensures students complete a high school diploma and are prepared to transition to college, trade school, or career. And Goal 4 ensures that the OYA community, including staff, students, parents, and community partners, establish outreach and support for student work production and engagement that will increase student achievement levels and create a more culturally responsive school program. That is the end of my presentation, and at this time I can take questions or hear comments. Also, I want to point out that the actions and services for all the goals are also listed in the slide deck, the slides that are after this particular slide, if you would like to see those as well.
Thank you, Director Morales. Are there any public comments on this agenda item on the LCAP?
Let me take a look. I see no public comments at this time, Dr. Dewan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And could you just verify for me that we posted the LCAP and gave an opportunity for stakeholder feedback?
That's correct. Yes, it's been posted as along with the annual update as well.
I'm looking at the supplemental slides with the actions and services, and I just have one question I wanted to ask about, and that is on the linked learning college and career program, and if you might have some additional information that you could share with me about that program.
So the linked learning, is that the ConnectEd? Is that correct? Which slide are you referring to? I'm sorry.
It is under Goal 3, Actions and Services, number 3.4.
Yes. So this is our ConnectEd National Center for College and Career. This is a contract or partnership that we have been working with the ConnectEd team. And the work that we've accomplished with them so far has been, we've built out 2 pathways, our healthcare pathway and our ICT pathway. And by we, I mean that our teachers actually participated in what they call a design training. And so they built out these 2 pathways that we will be implementing next year. And the next part of that, the work that we're doing with ConnectEd now is actually doing our work-based plan. So we're involving partners from San Jose Works program that will help us build out our internship program. We already started that, but now very specific internships in health, and ICT. We're also working with Europe and having career labs as part of that work-based plan. So when a student is going through one of those pathways, they will be part of that pathway completion is taking, participating in a career lab, also having an internship, and then also doing dual enrollment at one of our community colleges. So we're putting these pieces together, but we wanted to be sure that we had the pathway, which included the SciTech courses, and what are the eligibility requirements for a student to be placed in that pathway.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So seeing no public comments and just having closed out the Q&A period, I will now close this public hearing. We will take action on this request at our June 24th, 2021 Opportunity Youth Academy board meeting. Director Morales, are there other items to present under the LCAP?
Not at this time, Dr. Dewan.
Okay, thank you. I'll move to our consent item, which is to approve the minutes from our May 27th, 2021 meeting. And I'm taking action to approve those minutes as presented. Our next item is action item 5A, approval of the California School Dashboard State and Local Indicators for the Opportunity Youth Academy program. And Director Morales, do you have a presentation for this item?
I don't have a presentation for this item. It is a consent item. It is the indicator self-reflection tool that we do use and we submit every year as part of our dashboard. At this point, what we've indicated is that we've met all of the applicable local indicators that are placed in that reflection tool, along with some descriptions on those various areas. But I can certainly bring back a presentation if you'd like at our next board meeting.
A presentation's not necessary. Thank you. I was just clarifying.
Right.
So I'll take action to approve the consent action item of the approval for California School Dashboard State and Local Indicators for the Opportunity Youth Academy program.
Thank you, Dr. Dewan.
Thank you. Are there any other items for discussion? Okay. I see none on the agenda. I just wanted to make sure you had an opportunity if there's anything else that you need to share.
Nothing in regards to the plans. I'm not sure if you would like me to update you on the temporary move from Snell to Metro Ed that potentially will be happening in July due to some of the work that's happening here at the site. We are waiting to hear back from Metro Ed in terms of the agreement, the lease agreement for that particular space. We're really excited about having a place there so we can continue the work with our Snell students. And it is one classroom, but just having the access to some of the courses there for our students that are right on the campus. We believe that this potentially could be a long-term partnership, but for now it is just a temporary move as they redo the roof and the HVAC system here. But we're very excited about that opportunity. And so I will be sending you more information as we get information from Metro Ed about that lease agreement.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Director Morales. Thank you to all the staff for their work in preparation of the LCAP, the SIPSA, and all the other documents as well. Our next Opportunity Youth Academy board meeting is scheduled for June the 24th. And at this time, I will adjourn today's meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.